Of course, this course is about JavaScript, so you might say the script tab is why we're really here. It allows you to inspect the JavaScript files that are loaded, and also inline scripts. You can view them, you can set breakpoints, and you can use the console window to interact with them. From a debugging point of view, we can set breakpoints, including conditional breakpoints. We can look at the call stack, and we can set watch expressions. Let's try example debugging. Here we have a website with a little bit of JavaScript in it. I'll open up Firebug and jump to the script tab. If we take a look at the scripts that are loaded, it says to reload to see all sources, so I'll do that. Okay, so we can see the script files that are loaded now. There is a version of jQuery 1.3.2. There's the jQuery UI library. There's some scripts in the actual HTML page inline, which show up as the domain name. There is 3 jQuery plugins, the Google Analytics script, and a JavaScript file called shirt.js. If we have a look at that one, see a very simple JavaScript file, 2 functions. When the page is loaded, then this put on shirt function is going to be called. So if I want to set a breakpoint there, I can just click over in the left margin, and now when the page loads, when it gets to this point, execution will stop as for a normal debugger, which I can demonstrate just by reloading. Execution has stopped at this breakpoint. We can see where we are. It's highlighted that line. The watch window shows the variables that are currently in scope. I can look at the call stack and also a list of breakpoints, which is currently just 1. I can step into, step over, or step out, or continue execution, so stop debugging. If I choose step into, it moves to the put on shirt method, and from there I'll just let it continue. Sometimes you want to set a breakpoint, but only have the breakpoint stop under certain conditions. So to achieve that, we can set a conditional breakpoint. You do that just by putting a normal breakpoint and then right-clicking on it. So in this case, I would like to have a breakpoint that only breaks if the value of this query string variable slogan is not an empty string. So I can do that just by putting a little bit of JavaScript code in here. So it's going to read the query string value slogan, and it will stop here if that value is not equal to the empty string. I'll clear the other breakpoint. Now I can reload the page, and the breakpoint wasn't hit because there's no query string variable called slogan. Now if I type something into this text box and submit the form, it's gone and set the slogan query string variable, so now my conditional breakpoint is hit. I can jump over to the console tab and use that same jQuery function to read the slogan variable, which we can see is base 64 encoded, so it's not terribly helpful in this particular case. The call stack now shows that I'm inside the put on shirt method, and there's a heap of jQuery or anonymous functions higher in the call stack. Another thing that I can do is add new watch expressions. So this is for keeping an eye on variables. I want to notice if they've changed. So for my example, I want to watch the window.location object, so I can add a new watch expression like that, and you can see that it will show me the window.location value as it changes over time.